A particle moves on a vertical line so that the coordinates at time t is given to be this. Note that we only have y, and y is a function of time, not a function of x. So really the x-axis here is not the x-axis, it's the time axis, and this is the y. Now students often mistake when they see this graph that this is actually how the particle moves. That's not the case. Okay, that's not the case. It looks like this because we're stretching out time, right? We're actually visualizing time in a linear fashion. But what the particle actually, if you were to observe the particle, right? If you were to actually observe the particle, let's say here's a y-axis. So at 0, it's at, let's say, 1, 2. Okay, here's 0. So particle's here. And then let's say this is 1 second. It's going to be at -8. Okay, so it's here. At up to 1 second, it's going to move down to -8. Okay, and at 2 seconds, it moves further down to -13. Right. So this is 1 second past. So 1 second past it goes down here, and then it goes further down to -13. Right. And you can see that it's going to start climbing back up. Okay, so the particle is initially moving down, and then it's moving up. Okay, but except we're visualizing with time stretched out like this. That's why it looks like it's going down, diagonally down, and diagonally up. Okay, but it's really just going down and up, straight up and down. Okay, I just wanted to want you to visualize that because some students think this is actually the motion, but it's not. Okay, now let's find the velocity as a function of time. So that means dy over dt. And that gives us 3t squared minus 12. And acceleration as a function of time is going to be 6t. Okay, this is the answer to A. For part B, when is a particle moving upwards and when is it moving downwards? So the particle is moving downwards when 3t squared minus 12 is less than 0. This is the velocity set to less than 0. Let's factor out 3. And we get t minus 2 and t plus 2. Okay, so that's a parabola that's going upwards with roots at -2 and 2. And it's negative when t is between -2 and 2. But t is restricted to be greater than or equal to 0. So our answer is t is greater than or equal to 0 but less than 2. Okay, less than 2. This is when the function is, so the particle is moving downwards. Of course, automatically that means when t is greater than 2, it's moving upwards. Moving up. Okay, moving up.